Doctor, oi! Hey, it's me, Dr. Magnificent. Hey! Welcome to the Nashville Nose, y'all. Good to have you. Well, it's summertime, isn't it? And I am so excited that I finally have this in my collection. This is a fragrance that I've been playing cat and mouse with for quite a while now. For some reason, I just never felt the urge to try it or even consider it. But it gets so much love and so much hype that, well, I finally came around because I really do love this brand and I have so many from them already. What's one more? Today, I'm going to film my first impression for Parfums De Marly's Percival. This thing gets a lot of praise. It's a really popular one from the brand, and I'll tell you why. Because it is claimed that this Percival is the way stronger performing niche version of Abercrombie Fitch's Fierce, which is something I used to despise. I mean, I think we all did, and a lot of us still kind of do. Because we all have collective PTSD from getting smacked in the face by that scent every single time we walked through any mall that has an Abercrombie Fitch, saturating all of our nostrils with that synthetic bomb. But the scent DNA itself, you have to respect. It was a huge seller, and it does smell objectively good. I just think between all of us being sick of it and it being a cheaper fragrance with cheaper materials, that's probably why a lot of really hardcore fragrance lovers just don't really feel the urge to ever get it or wear it. But if you want to smell really nice, I mean, that'll do that for you. So since I have warmed up to that scent DNA, the reason I never got Percival is because I already have Kilian's Vodka on the Rocks. So this was all I needed to have a way better and more top shelf version of that similar scent DNA. So I could have all that compliment pulling love without giving everyone around me a headache. Because the materials they use in this, I mean, they smell really good and really high quality. Like top shelf. So since I already had Vodka on the Rocks, why would I want to get Percival? Well, I don't really have a good reason except for the fact that I'm actually kind of curious to compare these two. And being a Parfums De Marly fan, if I really like it, then I'm excited to give it some wear this summer. All right, here we go. Let's rip it open. Parfums De Marly does have pretty nice packaging. We got some literature up top here, just like every Parfums De Marly. In fact, I think this is the first time I'm unboxing a Parfums De Marly on camera. Huh. It's an historical day. So basically, it just tells you the history of Parfums De Marly in a couple different languages here. A nice little touch. And it's a pretty standard box, except it comes with stripes and the Parfums De Marly logo and some more writing on the back, telling us more about how great Parfums De Marly is. We're great. And I agree. I think they're great. I love Parfums De Marly. Got the logo embossed on the top of the inner box. And let's take the bottle out. And it's an opaque, lighter blue bottle than Layton. Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it looks just like Layton. But it is lighter in color. Layton is a dark navy blue. This is more like a royal blue, electric blue. So what I am hoping for with Percival is that it gives me the same top shelf quality like Kilian, because both Parfums De Marly and Kilian are top houses. I do love both of these brands dearly. But my only issue with Vodka on the Rocks is that it doesn't last very long. It's decent, but Kilian doesn't really hold a candle to Parfums De Marly when it comes to performance. As we know, Parfums De Marly makes beasts. So I'm hoping that this will be a more beastly version of that. Only one way to find out. Let's diagnose. The doctor is now in. Let's put you over here. Ooh. Yep. I'm getting me some Fierce. And already I can tell it's way better than Fierce, if memory serves. I mean, my girl likes to shop at Abercrombie sometimes, and every time I'm there, I'll check out the Fierce samples and I'll spray them on myself and just, you know, and every time I'm like, yeah, of course I'm not gonna buy this thing. It's weak and synthetic and it's already run its course. But this is taking it to a really nice place. I'm actually really digging this. I feel like with a lot of Parfums De Marly's, I don't know what ingredient they use, but as a brand, they just have a sexiness to them. They have this depth, this three-dimensional thing about their scent profiles. And I think I'm in the minority opinion here, but I really love Parfums De Marly for their fresher scents. I feel like the majority of them in my collection are geared more towards warm weather. I feel like the only two in my collection for the winter are Herod and Carlisle. And these are bangers, I love them. But I can see this thing slaying in the summertime, as well as my other usual go-tos in the summer like Galloway or Sedley or Greenlee. Layton works all year round. I really like to wear this in the summer nights. And for spring and fall, I wear the heck out of Cologne, Pegasus, and Pegasus Exclusive. But I gotta hand it to Percival. If this is their interpretation of a fierce-like scent, they kind of crushed it. Okay, now out of curiosity, I want to compare Percival with Kilian's Vodka on the Rocks. Let's put him over here. Yeah, there's some sizable differences when you A/B them, but if you were to smell one without smelling the other, then yeah, they would smell a lot alike. I find Vodka on the Rocks more aldehydic, a little bit lighter and more bright, more crisp, maybe with some spices in there, whereas Percival is more musky. With Percival, it smells more like an inspired fragrance, but with Vodka on the Rocks, I think this one smells more similar to Fierce, at least in the open. Let's check out the notes for Percival. We have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot, and geranium in the open, violet, coriander, jasmine, cinnamon, and hedione. And I believe hedione is that special ingredient in the carnal blends for Intr-eau. You know, the ones that unlock the pleasure centers of the brain. The note that gets everyone's libido racing once they get a whiff of you. Yeah, that's what we call bro science. Nonetheless, it's a very nice smelling note. Kind of makes sense that you'd see some similarities between Intr-eau and Parfums De Marly. After all, they are sibling brands. And then we have Ambroxan, amberwood, balsam fir, musk, and cedarwood in the base. Now, out of curiosity, let's compare those notes to Kilian's Vodka on the Rocks, just for fun. All right, some key differences here. You got coriander, aldehydes, and cardamom in the open. You got the rhubarb note, the lily of the valley, the pink rose, oak moss, and sandalwood in the base, and of course, Ambroxan. No citruses listed for Vodka on the Rocks, unlike Percival, and that's a pretty noticeable difference. Percival does have more of a citrusy feel in the open. I still think that Kilian, even though it smells closer to Fierce, and like I've described it many times, it smells like what Fierce has always wanted to be. Percival, to me, I mean, I don't know, because I'm not comparing it directly to Fierce right now, but it seems like it has a little bit more of its own voice. But at the same time, Vodka on the Rocks smells a little bit more artistic and niche-y. Like Percival smells more like it could be a designer. Hey, what the hell? Why don't we look up the notes for Fierce too? Just to compare. Oh, interesting. Looking up the notes for Fierce, it looks like we have more similarities to Vodka on the Rocks. They both have oak moss, sandalwood, lily of the valley, cardamom, and rose. But then again, Fierce and Percival both share musk, jasmine, and citrus. So it seems like both of these are picking out different elements of that scent DNA. The real question is, how will these do in their full dry down? Because even right now, they're starting to go their separate ways. So let's give these a minute to do their thing. Let's step away and come back. You know how we do. Stick around. I'll be right back. Hi. And we're back. I know the suspense was killing you. And over the time we've been apart, I've been having a little bit of a mental battle between these two, because I really like both of them in their own special way. I don't think I could choose one over the other. These two have really similar traits, but they are very different, especially when you smell them back to back or together. Oh, that was just a mess. Vodka on the Rocks, to me, smells more aldehydic, stringent, and a little bit sharper, whereas Percival smells like a really musky rendition of Fierce. Vodka on the Rocks smells more niche and creative, but Percival just smells much more nicely well-rounded and mass appealing. And I guess those are my final thoughts. It's really good, really nice, really sexy. Therefore, as far as I'm concerned, after smelling these two back to back, I don't find one redundant if you own the other. Because I feel like they both have their own special thing about them, and they call for different occasions. As a Parfums De Marly fan though, I mean, it was only a matter of time before I was gonna own Percival, let's be honest. I'm really gonna enjoy wearing this summer. Also looking forward to featuring it in future videos, where then you can see how my feelings have evolved. So you better subscribe to keep yourself in the loop. Ring that notification bell to stay alert. And if you'd be so kind, give us a like, and Post us on your socials. Spread the word, y'all! And don't forget to share with me your words in the comments below. Ask me anything, whether it's about Percival, Vodka on the Rocks, or your thoughts on Fierce. Do you still have nightmares from all the migraines you used to get when you'd step into an Abercrombie Fitch? Share them below. Most importantly, tune in next time for more super fun adventures. Until then, stay smelly. The doctor is out.